Storm, and a Wan is definitely something that will be able to be used by this guy.
Yep, almost single-handedly winning that 3-game series against Onyx Philippines last week with a triple kill on the 1-1. This was mentioned in our keys to victory. Not only are we looking at the Kyle TZ versus Carl TZ matchup, but also the Big J versus Bagyong Benny in that gold lane.
That's right.
And that is what I'm really excited about. It just, I'm just really sad that 1-1 is actually banned in this game. I thought that there would be a showdown between two good gold laners. For example, Beatrix versus 1-1 or 1-1 versus Claude. That would be amazing, but we won't get to see that. Valentina still is open. It can be banned out by Echo though, but that might mean that Akai and Julian will be left open. So this is an interesting turn of events for Echo. Very good ban on the Digi. You don't want to pick. You don't want to face up against that.
Claude is actually highly contested as well by BREN for most of their lineups that we've seen so far.
Right.
So that's something that could also be targeted by Echo maybe later on.
Yeah, a very timely Blazing Duet is in the textbook run of the first edition of Big J Plays, the book.
Big J
go to your nearest bookstore. It's somewhere there.
I'll never ask.
Would love to have one there. Or a Kaiban. So they open a Valentina for BREN Esports to get.
All right.
I believe that Echo is eyeing for the Julian pick. That's why they opted to go for this Akai ban instead. And we know for sure that Echo naturally doesn't like Akai because that generally counters all of the assassins which they want to see. Valentina it is for BREN, and you have Julian open for Echo and Beatrix.
That should be it.
I love the dynamic here. I'm not sure if this trade now is worth it because Valentina, off of these first 2 picks from Echo, what do you pick up? A chain and it's a crapshoot. Whatever is the ult of the
That's
Beatrix.
True.
Yeah. Valentina doesn't like copying the Julian because Julian relies on like comboing skills like
You
is it
need
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. You need 3 of them, but you only get 1.
You get the chain.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
a chain. And a non-enhanced chain is just like a root. A small slow, so you don't really do much with it. Same with the Beatrix, obviously. So this is gonna be interesting. I love that Echo really do have a good grasp of how to counter a Valentina.
That's half of the Big J versus Bagyong Benny matchup. Beatrix confirmed.
Oh,
There it is.
At least we get to see the Beatrix versus Claude. Very interesting pick of the Paquito. This is still a flex. We don't know if this is going to be the X-Plane or the jungle.
True. Kai loves this hero though, right?
Yes.
Historically.
Yeah, but here's what I was looking at. I was hoping for that Jom Swapperoo sleight of hand that they pulled last week.
That's true.
But now it's confirmed. This is Big J getting his hands on Claude.
Yeah.
Again, it's risky for them maybe to leave it up because Echo has watched a lot of BREN games. They know that Claude.
They were walking into it.
Yeah.
Coach Treb and TikTok were ready.
And last game's Claude was also kind of almost clutch for TNC, right? So they saw a few of those and don't want to repeat.
Thams or Masha looks good for Echo. Thams being great versus 3 heroes. And of course the Masha going up against potentially the club. But instead they go for Benedetta. We don't know yet if this is X-Plane or jungle.
Yeah, so Sanford is known to have played Benedetta well, even as far back as his debut in Season 8. But also, this was one of Carl TZ's little flames last time we saw him as well. I believe he was rocking this in the heyday of Lancelot's decline in Season 7.
Yeah, right after the nerf, he says, you know what, let's go ahead for Vendetta. We don't care about the XP lane.
Worked out pretty well. I think he took it to a 4th place finish under BREN Esports back then.
What I like about Echo's way of drafting, and this is very true from their bout against the Onyx Philippines, every pick is almost every pick can be flexed. As you can see right now, Beatrix is absolutely gonna go gold, but between Julian and Benedetta, there's a lot of roles that can be picked up, like X-Lane, jungle, and mid lane for the Julian, jungle and X-Lane for the Benedetta. So it's gonna be difficult for BREN to read this.
That's right. A lot of flexibility here, actually. The only flex here obviously will be Kyle TZ. Whether or not Kyle TZ will pick it up, or maybe Ogwen will on the Paquito. Other than this, obviously they don't really have. I love that they don't really want to ban out any jungler picks here for BREN because they kind of know that it's impossible. It's almost impossible to actually ban out any good junglers here against Echo. I love that.
And this is the equivalent of both coaches and junglers and gold lanes literally saying, all right, your move. Because it's basically like one of those scenes you see in like a martial arts film, like both masters just come to a stalemate and they just allow it to happen. Like, speaking of which, there's a martial artist himself, Cho, which still could be a flex.
It still is a flex, definitely. Oh man.
Oh goodness me.
Okay, so if you're BREN Sports, you wanna prevent all of these dashes. Kufra actually looks very tasty for BREN Sports to pick up. And you also need... Oh, Matilda is going to be the choice instead.
And Phobius is so good here if BREN picked it up.
Yeah, but it was banned.
But yeah, it
would be a shame if it got banned.
That would be so good. Oh man. But again, for Echo, I love that teams are picking up this strat where there doesn't seem to be like a hard-on tank.
Yeah, that's right.
They just want to go hard, get that early game fast, you get that acceleration, you get the win fast as well.
Is it just me or...
Oh, Hayabusa.
Are more than half of the teams in the MPL now drafting very dive-centric?
Glass
A
cannons.
lot of lineups are very dive these days.
I love it.
I think both teams right now are kinda.
Super duper dive heavy. Now, if you're looking at Echo, I believe that it's much better if they get something like a burst mage or artillery mage, like perhaps an Eve or maybe a Farsa. But that leaves the Valentina to have a great...
oh, good.
It will be definitely great. So they go for the Kagura instead.
Oh my goodness.
Which is great versus Valentina because Valentina can only take the Yin-Yang overturn and that won't help her as much. All fairness to Echo, my goodness, there's really only one hero to copy for Valentina. Only the Cho.
Just the Cho.
Should be good.
I like the final blow's not bad. You're sitting at 1.5 out of 5 votes.
Of course.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miserable as this Valentina.
We got a glass cannon game here, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's just slinging their guns here.
Which Kagura really loves to play with. I mean, from the mid game up until the late game, you can one-shot hero. Technically not one-shot them because it's a combo, but that's what the boys use or the pros use.
Yeah.
I can one-shot this, I can one-shot this, but technically you're making a combo. But you get what I'm trying to say, right?
In this game, no one's safe.
It just shows how confident they are in their mechanics, that it'll seem like it's one shot.
Yeah.
Like the moves that take maybe 2 or 3 button presses just happen in the blink of an eye. One more look at this lineup, again brought by BREN Sports and Echo in this first game in a best of 3. Both teams arguably very dive-centric, but a little bit of range Echo's playing with. But BREN Sports, I'm giving them the late game advantage here. They definitely can just shred through if they go past that 12-minute mark.
So much firepower and so much penetration. They can actually definitely, like, no one's literally safe. Like, anyone can just disappear from the map in a few seconds, maybe around mid-game.
Here we go. Pickoffs, doubles. We're in for a scrap, ladies and gentlemen. BREN Sports versus Echo. Here's game number 1. A mirror between the two TZs. Starting purple.
Yeah, I personally love the Carl TZ Julian junglers. I've always imagined what it would look like for one of the most aggressive players in the world to control a Julian.
Right.
Fast-paced as much as possible. We've seen it with Yelly Hayes earlier, previous weeks. I want to see it in the hands of Carl.
Yeah. One thing that we can say about the XP lane Paquito is that it's actually super duper good versus Beatrix because you can, like I said, one-shot the Beatrix with the flicker come the late game, and it's not like a Wind of Nature can help you out because technically speaking, they are not counted as normal attacks.
Yeah.
So you still have that potential burst in the late game.
And just by saying Wind of Nature, hold up!
Oh,
Yowie!
man.
Close call.
Close call there for
Spending
Yowie.
that flicker just while you say Wind of Nature on Benedetta feels a little dirty.
I'm expecting that to come up to second item at least here later on for Jome, or third item. He wants to get that early safety because that's actually one of the most vulnerable lanes here on the for BREN is on the top side.
Yeah, very true. Now you can also take note that this Hayabusa is gonna have if he plays it so well, he can actually take out anyone from the side of Echo. This is why this is a great last pick. However, it's still a hit or miss because if you don't find your openings, your farm as the Hayabusa, if you get like shut down by Yowie as well as Sanji, it will not matter as much. So it's, at least for me, a hit or miss pick coming out from BREN Sports. And I like the gamble that they played with Kalsi.
Yeah, look at the San combo on the bot side, just waiting for someone to show up.
Oh yeah, by the way, we have not talked about this, but Sanford's namesake is this Benedetta. This is his signature. And a lot of people, even when he is part of the amateur scene, as what, a 14, 13-year-old, people are putting this Benedetta of Sanford in high regard.
They speak it with reverence, and the pull on this turtle, we're just waiting for this team fight to break out.
Yeah, we'll definitely wait and see if Yaoi can kind of control this area, but he's the one who gets picked up here instead. A little bit of answer there. Ogun takes first blood. Sanford's in trouble. We got flying everywhere here. And so much control has been given to us by Ogun, even though he did go down.
A few still got it. What a wonderful way to take that Choda. We were talking about the best ultimate to copy for the side of BREN Esports. I mean, particularly for Few, was able to get it. Now he's skilled up though.
Oh man, CalTZ takes up that turtle very, very easily. Echo was a little bit in shambles there in that last fight.
I was going to call it a wash, but it seems like BREN walked away with a larger slice of the pie. They're up by about 100, 200 gold. Echo catching up, but the fact is, the kills are going on CalTZ alone. For BREN Esports, they're spreading it out, and the fact that CalTZ hasn't died yet, as Wolf mentioned, is a good thing.
That's
true.
Definitely a good thing.
And you can really never count out Fuse like captain mode.
Yeah.
Man, that decision making, you can never really replace that. That's beautiful.
Yep. Even turning back the clock with that animation transfer using the flicker after his Way of the Dragon was popped up. I mean, Few still got it. It doesn't feel like he's a 10-season veteran.
Literally, 10 seasons in the MPL, better part of half a decade. He has been here, not missing a single beat. CalTZ gonna secure his purple here, and I love how this 50-50 across the side lanes are coming through. Up top, you can clearly see that it's Bagyong Benny that's winning, but then down bottom, it's Pandora.
Yeah, and Big J, actually, at 4 minutes, you're gonna be very happy about this deal. He's already got his Demon Hunter sword. That is a kill threat already with a ultimate. He gets the Archer Theory up.
It's very easy for Sanford there. Good foresight to use the Electo Final Blow to get out of range of the Hayabusa.
That's right.
So he's going to be safe there for the moment.
Yeah. Gonna have to now tally all of the resources that both teams have. For example, Demon Hunter Sword and the Enchanted Talisman for Few. You also have the Dominance Ice for Pandora.
Very basic movements here from Yaoi. Nothing special needed. Though a lot of damage is being absorbed here by the top side of Echo. And there's that threat that you've been talking about, Wolf, that damage from the Demon Hunter Sword and the Blazing Duet.
Big J not quite there yet. He's getting big, but not big enough.
Not quite big enough. And now it's going to be the turtle threat here from BREN. Going to be challenging Sanji here. Some blades going over to the body of the Kagura. Will be putting him low. Might discourage the engage here from Echo. Chains going up here on the ground, but will not be hitting anybody. Echo still wants to contest that turtle.
Too many bodies across the board for CalTZ to actually get a focused and concentrated shadow kill there. And so far, this is a lot like the first turtle. It takes a while. There's like 2 or 3 ins and outs, footsies, if you will, between BREN and Echo, and then eventually it'll come down to that one catch. Watch out for Yaoi, watch out for Few.
Yeah, that's the thing about this turtle, right? Like, if everyone's so squishy, that little bit of shield that's given by the turtle buff, it's like exponentially hugely useful.
True. That is very true. That's why both teams are not gonna be even like hardly committing on that. They are respecting the strength and the big swing that can happen in this particular turtle. Normally, whoever gets the first turtle automatically gets the second turtle, but Echo was able to just equalize. Wait, did we just see Big J get some buckets down bottom?
I was gonna say, you're looking for the wrong T. It's turrets, not turtles.
That's right. Big gold here coming over to BREN, but look at this. The team fight is so scrappy. Yaoi's in trouble. Few is actually the first victim. That's a double kill here. And I don't think there's going to be a lack of any action here in this matchup. That's a lot of bodies going down on the side of BREN. And Echo takes the first turtle of the game.
I definitely saw an anime-style exchange in there as CalTZ tries to dive.
Oh!
Teep is in front, the classic Carl TZ. But there was a little bit of an anime-style kickoff from Yaoi as well as Few. As Few started the fight with his own Way of the Dragon against Yaoi. Yaoi returns the favor with a TikTok play using the flicker and the Way of the Dragon to counter out Few's maneuver. And Echo just out-damages BREN Esports in that turtle fight. Carl TZ with 4-0-1. This is gonna be very scary.
There were 2 anime moments in that 6-minute 30-second mark. It was between Yaoi and Few, not so fast.
Yeah.
It was Few who got him first earlier.
You know those animes where people are moving so fast that they're just literally
exactly.
lines?
Yep.
That's exactly what happened.
That was that. And then the other was Carl TZ and Kaio.
Yeah.
Not so quick, young blood. This is still my league. I was the best in the world at some point, and I can do it again.
And of course, the prodigy himself flexing up with a little bit of teleportation maneuvers in your face.
Oh, another one.
Sanji, we got Joe with some pretty good damage. Oh, with that blazing duet, but you have to respect the amount of firepower that Carl TZ has right now on the Julian.
Too early on the trigger for Jome. Fortunately, they don't have any objective around that area. Definitely Echo is going to be happy with this, knowing that there is one big ultimate that's done for BREN Esports. They are even pushing up top. Few has to pop his ultimate, and indeed he will. Too early once again for BREN Esports.
Wrong trajectory, I'm guessing, for Captain Few there. If it went backwards, Jome would have taken it to the dome.
That's risky. And I'm actually amazed by how much trust Echo has on Sanford. Like, yeah, go ahead. I know there's a lot of firepower on the side of BREN, but you go ahead and take that fight. And this is what we're seeing right now on top side. Can Sanford get out? He's got a lot of moves. He got some slick movement. And Sanford will be able to make it out from 2 people from BREN, but mid will be taken by the rest of the team while all that's happening.
My goodness. Sanford. His sophomore season for sure. But we did not see a lot of playing time for him from the previous seasons. Now, it looks like he's fit for the league. His signature Benedetta in action, using the right amount of dash with the eye for an eye, the right moment when he needs to dodge some of the stunts coming out from Pandora. And then the Alecto final blow, not too stingy at it as well. He knows his timings. He knows when he needs to split push. But now, Lord Fight is abound.
They're pulling, but
They
Echo's not giving any quarter. Look at Benny Cutie. Oh!
Ogwen's been doing this for a while. Is looking like a trap, says Echo. Ogwen taking low. Actually, that's a lot of damage for one hit. Sanford again, once more, is in the middle of the fight with that kill going over to him. And that's going to be Sanford with the Lord as well. How did he do that? More fights coming in. Carl TZ is low, but will be able to get some of that life steal on Kyle. And will be able to take out his namesake for the meantime. That's going to be free for 2 in the end.
Too early for some of the ultimates of BREN Esports, like the circling eagle, and they look so disconnected in there. Echo was able to punish. You can see the kick coming out from Yaoi onto the right target, taking out Jome, poking him through, and then eventually Carl TZ to get the final blow. Sanford was so clutch in this game, however. With the right positioning, right usage of the Electro final blow, even securing the Lord for Echo.
Yeah, there's so much damage threats here for Echo here. Didn't even need a retribution to do that. That was the Electro final blow taking the Lord.
Yep. You can see Wind of Nature for Benecutie is now available, which means that if there is going to be a duel between Jome and Benecutie, we not only have to look at the ultimate timings, we also have to look at the Wind of Nature timings between these 2 marksmen.
It's just a matter of time, and Echo using this Lord so well, synchronizing top and bottom. Mid, they'll have to let go. This is a clear win for Echo. They are in control. Their game to lose. Up about 3,000 gold in BREN Esports. They're struggling, man. They can barely get their own resources in their own jungle. Because look, Kyle TZ, this is risky. What he's doing here is very risky.
Yeah, very risky. Sanford
again, Sanford scouting 1v3. That is just so brave. And right now, the rest of Echo are going to be taking the fight here. Yaoi in the middle as well as Sanford. Electro final blows for both squads. Actually, just slowing down Echo so much. Joe in the middle of the fight with a blazing duet. He's going to get eliminated. Wow, no trace of him whatsoever left on the map.
Sanji just coming in, clutch at the first, Carl TZ to finish it up. Echo, in totality, they baited out some of the commitments coming out from BREN Esports. Sanji forced the ultimate coming out from this Hayabusa and they want more.
It's just Kyle TZ left!
It's just Kyle TZ, man. I don't know if he can defend that turret. That will be going down right now. Although, again, this might not be over quite yet, but this does not feel like 12 minutes at all.
This is the most confident I've seen Echo since their early start in Season 9 after forming the Super Team.
I agree.
You don't need big names. You just need a group of players that are as developed and still growing as they do now. This is amazing. Echo Loud. What chemistry.
So impressive.
So proud as well. What we saw in the previous clashes that happened between BREN Esports and Echo is that Echo is very confident between each other. They are so synced. Even when they bail out some of the ultimates coming out from BREN Esports, some of the resources from the Black and Yellow squad, they know how to get out like this one, picking them apart. Sanji and Sanford coming in clutch to save, to punish BREN Esports when they do commit.
Oh, it's no secret that I love Pandora, but they squashed him there!
Wow, and again, Yaoi is actually just taking so much damage here.
My
the
God.
back is being destroyed here by Echo, as well as the Lord. No one is lasting more than 2 seconds in the fight.
San, man. You saw after the Yin Yang overturn, there's a little bit of HP that can be left with Kaltizi, but even before Kaltizi can wake up from the burst, Sanford is already there.
It's so gross the way Sanji's playing this Kagura. Not only are they winning the range fight, given the mobility of this umbrella-wielding, I don't know what she is. She's it's a tip of my tongue.
Ninja, perhaps?
It's on the tip of my tongue, but it's a Japanese word. But yes, it's 008.
Oh my
It's so
goodness,
low-key,
look
but
at
it's
that.
doing the right thing.
And the rest of Echo is now threatening to go for the base. That's a big explosion in the middle with the enhanced chain, but no one actually got caught properly. And now the kills are going down. Healthy members from Echo will be lasting longer than Brendo, as the Ward will be helping take out the base for a 1-0 in favor of the Proud squad.
Victory!
That didn't even look difficult for Echo. Everything looked so easy. Maybe because of how good they are individually, or maybe because they have found their right synchronization between each other. It seems like the players coming up from Echo, they look like a team that's finishing off each other's sentences.